One of the things that I see a lot of, and I think is fantastic, is there's just a lot more conscientiousness among founders and business leaders that what your business is about matters, how it treats people, the way that it impacts the local community, that these things matter. The downside is people don't care until they understand that they love your product. You can be great. You can have a heart of gold and be about great things, but if your product is overpriced or no good, people are not going to want to buy from you. The magic combination, I'm convinced, is when you first demonstrate to the market that we make great products at really great prices. And then once they buy your product and they use it and they fall in love with it, and then they learn what you're about, it's like, oh, well, I definitely want to keep buying from this company because I loved my experience and I love what they're about. And so it becomes kind of like the second layer to building brand is when you've drawn a customer in enough that they want to know what you're about and what the company stands for because they've loved your product, that they're delighted by what they learn. And that's how you create, I think, in this age of higher just awareness from customers and higher importance that we're buying from companies that we believe in, that's how you create the kind of brand loyalty and the kind of moat that I think we're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, that's such an interesting point that you just said, because that was a space that I was watching get a little muddied up, where a lot of founders were trying to come in and they were focusing on the social good aspect from the beginning and not focusing on their product enough. And it was just interesting watching how that doesn't work out. Like, social good can come, but you really have to have a good product. And like you said, no one's going to care if you don't have a good product, because then you won't have any money anyways to send to what you're trying to help out. And it's interesting because a lot of people started getting it backwards, I think, because the environment we're in, it was also being pressured on founders from very early on, you got to give back, you got to give back. And it's like, you watch founders who kind of missed the mark on actually building a company, and then they didn't have any profits to give back. So
one of the things that I'll say is you earn the right to be idealistic. Through executing and building and passing on value to the customer, you earn the right to be able to define, okay, here's what our company's about, and here's how we're going to use the excess resources. I mean, we have a lot of nonprofit partners that we give to annually. Giving is a part of our company's rhythms. But the best thing I can do to support our nonprofit partners is run a financially healthy business, because that means that we're going to be able to partner with them and help them for years to come. So I think you're right. I think it's great to have vision from day one of what you want to build and what you want it to be about, but you can't let that confuse you into that's why people are going to buy. Early on, people are going to buy because you're executing and you're delivering value to them. And if you do that for long enough and you build a group of people that are excited about your product, as they learn more about what you're wanting to build and what you're about, that's going to really create an even higher amount of lock-in and brand loyalty.
Hey, thanks for watching. This segment was made possible by our friends at Salesforce Commerce Cloud. If you're looking for the #1 platform for all your commerce needs, go check out salesforce.com/commerce. And don't forget to subscribe below and tap that little bell icon so you can stay on top of all the amazing new segments and full episodes that we'll be putting out over the coming year with some of the best and most influential commerce leaders out there.